Hi, welcome to You, Me and Mediumship. Tonight we're going to do something a little different. Um, Basically, what I want to do is kind of get you in the mindset of preparation before you're doing your one-to-one demonstrations. So what I've thought of is if you sit with me this evening as though we are doing a one-to-one. We would have already sent out our intent, probably the name of the person that we're doing the one-to-one with. We have asked for Spirit to draw close, which I've done already, and we are, in a sense, sat now in somebody's room with our sitter sitting opposite us. We're relaxed. We've done all the introduction bit. We've sat there, and obviously the sitter hopefully wouldn't have given you too much information, because that's the last thing you need. If you have a sitter that does that, who starts telling you all about the person that they're trying to connect with, then very politely we always say, please, don't give me too much information. Obviously, I'm here to try and connect with your loved one. So I would appreciate if you don't give me too much information. We'll just sit quietly and see if your loved one will come through. Obviously, I always say this, there are no guarantees who will come through. I think it's wrong in a sense to promise somebody that you can connect with a particular energy, a particular soul. We do not know who will come through. We do not know who will draw close, and we keep our fingers crossed for our sitter, hoping and praying that the loved one that they are wanting to connect with will be the energy that draws close. So I've sent out intent this evening of what I wish to do on this video. So you would do exactly the same. You maybe send out a little prayer. You may well, whilst driving, walking, whatever, to your sitter's home, you may well have already started to pick up some information. You would have sensed an energy drawing close to you. So that's always worth keeping in mind and giving this to the sitter, obviously as you sit opposite each other, and give them the information that you picked up. So you would basically say, on my way here I sensed this person, I sensed that person, I saw this image, and hopefully that will get the ball rolling. That will draw that energy in close to you, close enough to start picking up some more information. Obviously, Spirit, that loved one, is well aware that what's going on. They are well aware that they need to draw close. I always ask the sitter when they book, if we book a certain time of evening or daytime, whatever, I always ask them to send out a thought, to send out a thought to them, a thought of love, telling them, even just through thought, tonight, if you can, draw close. It would be lovely to hear from you. So it's important that the sitter also sends that intent, if you like, that thought out. So the whole point of this short video really is just to give you an idea how I work before doing a sitting for somebody. I have sent, like I've said before, I've sent that intent out. If energy starts to draw close now, for this video, I will give you any information that I sense, that I pick up. It may well relate to one of you. If you want to, obviously it'd be very difficult for you to be sitting whilst I'm talking away here. So this is just for you to, like I said, get into your mindset of how I work, what I do, and so it will help you if it's going to be like maybe your first reading that you're doing for somebody. Okay, so quickly run through that again, send out that intent, ask your sitter to do the same. Don't let them talk you into oblivion, because I have done readings where you'll walk in, you'll probably, would you like a coffee? Yeah, lovely, sit down, and off they go. So it's more or less like they're doing the reading for you, really, because some people just will not stop, bless them. So, but you can understand it. You can understand it, but you do not want to be given information. That is not what mediumship is about. Okay, it's about us making that link with spirit, with that loved one, and we are the ones we are mediums. We're in the middle, if you like. We are the middleman, stroke lady, and we are giving information from that energy that draws close. And as I sit here now, already I sense a lady coming in, without doubt a mother, as she draws close to me now. Okay, and as she draws close, there's definitely an image coming through of her with very bushy curly hair and a beautiful smile and spectacles. I've got to say that, apparently. For some reason there's some kind of link there with her spectacles. I don't know how many of you are aware of Dame Edna on the TV, but these are quite big spectacles, and there's obviously either been a joke about that, or somebody said, when she's not been around, about the fact that her spectacles very much like Dame Edna's, but she's obviously very, very aware of that. As she draws close, she speaks of a young girl who's Earthside, who I'm going to say, very difficult, between 8 and 9 years old, who has, I believe, a medical condition, and she spends an awful lot of time around this young girl, and she's there supporting, I believe this would be supporting her daughter with her daughter. So this would be grandmother to the young lady. I want to say 10 years old with the young lady, but it's around about that age group, and she's there to support her daughter and her granddaughter as she draws close. Okay, that's nice. So she's here literally just to send you that message to say, I'm here, I will support you. And I've got a feeling with this lady as she draws close that you are probably already aware of that fact that she's around. Okay, I feel that there's okay, thank you. That I feel with her that her perfume is definitely a relevant thing that you would pick up on. So you would smell that perfume either in a room or in the house. You would smell her perfume. Okay, so there's a lot of healing coming from her for her granddaughter. And she's given me, I do not like giving just a letter for a name. That is something I do not like doing, but I can't quite catch the name. This could be something either like, I've got a feeling it may even have obviously I'm based in the UK. There may be the reason I can't pick this name up is because it's not a familiar name for me, and it may well have a foreign link with it. Okay, it's definitely an unusual name, so it's not the basic Tilly or Tanya or anything like that. I don't believe there is a name. I've got a feeling it may be Tam at the beginning of it, Tam, or something like that. It could be. I'm not 100% on that, but this is for a daughter who's, like I said, a granddaughter who's 10 years of age. I do feel that the situation that I'm being shown here would be of quite a young mother with the daughter. I know the daughter's 10, but I still feel that the mother is quite a young person in her own sense. And okay, she's telling me that she does need support. There's no support around her, hence her being quite concerned about this. There's not an awful lot of family support there. And she tells me of evenings where her daughter cries herself to sleep because obviously she feels, I guess, quite isolated or quite alone dealing with this issue, this medical condition that's her daughter has. Okay, so not sure if you're aware of this for the person that this relates to, but I'm not sure if you're aware of the fact that your mum holds your hand at night whilst you're in bed. She's stroking the back of your hand. She's there for you, and like I said, don't forget the perfume. Okay, but the whole point of this is she's there for you. Okay, that wasn't something I expected to happen then, because this is for you, obviously. So I did send out that intent, and obviously it's important that I give any information that comes through whilst I'm sat here for you. So this is, like I said, thank you. Like I said, there is that place that you need to be able to go whilst sat with the person you're giving this reading for. So it's important that you manage to, through sitting in the power, you manage to kind of, I guess, secure that space for self, for you to be able to go to and to get your information. Okay, so you will sense that energy is around you whilst you're sat there with your sitter in front of you. You will sense as spirit draws in. You may well have already worked with sitting in the power, and between you and spirit you have learned a sign. It could simply be that tingling in the forehead, like that works for me all the time, a sensation where your middle eyes, so it's a sensation you get there. So that may well kick off if you sit down with your sitter. You start to sense that sensation there. You know spirit are drawing close. It could be a number of things. There are a number of different things for different people. Okay, so once you know spirit are there, start, even if your sitter is talking away, you know, it's difficult, but you're there to do a job. Okay, not to have a conversation with them necessarily. Obviously you are respectful and you have a natter, but start, as you feel that sensation of spirit drawing close, just flicking to that place where you go, that place of light, that place of love, that place of warmth. Okay, you do not obviously go off into some sort of meditative state, because that won't help whatsoever, or nod off or anything like that, but you will with experience be able to flick backwards and forwards, sense that information as it comes in. Brian is now drawing close. This is the problem. Don't know if it was a good idea me doing this way, but okay, I have a gentleman coming in now who would have passed, I believe, late 40s, early 50s as he draws in. There's a gentleman, very clear, Okay, he's got a little bit more hair than me, not an awful lot, but a little bit more. Um, that's not difficult. And as he draws close, okay, he also wears, a lot of people who wear spectacles tonight. He wears black spectacles. He draws close, and he's here for his wife. And as she's listening, it's a very quick message here. All he is saying to me is, tell her it's fine. Just please tell her it's fine. I think he is speaking of. Okay, he speaks of another companion, is how he puts it. Okay, and he wants you to know that he is so happy for you to have found this other companion. He thinks an awful lot of him, okay, and he is saying how loving and caring this gentleman is that you have met, okay, and he is so happy for you. Please, that's very quick. Brian's popped in very quickly there just to say, so obviously leave a comment if that relates to you. But he's happy for you because I believe, and I'm guessing this part of it, I believe that you've probably had some concerns, or whatever would he think, you know. Right, there's a question of it being, thank you, there's a question of it being too soon. Okay, so I believe maybe Brian, this gentleman, has passed not that long ago, and already there's this other guy who's obviously you have met. Okay, it's not too soon at all, because that companionship, you need that companionship at times. He's saying it's not too soon at all. So please, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, sweetheart. I'm happy for you, sweetheart. Okay, so please don't feel guilty. Don't think it's too soon. Okay, just take things as they come and take things slowly. Okay, but his intentions are very good. His intentions are very good for you, and I believe he has been a huge help with supporting you. Obviously, I think it's only a year, maybe only a year that he's talking of here since his passing. So if this relates to you, thank you. If this relates to you, then fantastic. You can leave a comment, or if you don't want to leave a comment for everybody to read, then you can send me a message. That's absolutely fine. Thank you. So be relaxed for your sitting, okay? Be respectful, be relaxed. Give that information that you may have picked up on the way there. Start the ball rolling with that, because the very fact that you start talking about that information that you've picked up on the way to do the reading will help draw that energy close again, because obviously, especially if you're driving, you don't sit there taking information, you're concentrating on what you're doing. But if normally I find that it's visions more than anything, little symbols coming in, and I make a mental note of those symbols as they're coming, and that they are normally how I will start the reading going, by bringing those symbols to the sitter and saying, okay, this is what I've seen, this is what I sensed on my way here, and that, like I said, will start the ball rolling with your reading. A lot of people, especially on their first sitting, will sit there and worry they're going to get absolutely nothing. So there's a little tip there for you. If if you're one of those that maybe we all have that nervousness now and again, but we build that trust over time. We know that spirit are working with us. We know they're going to draw close. So that kind of eases over time. But for someone who's quite new at giving readings, then it's a good way to draw that energy closer, to give that information that you've picked up. may have even been the day before. Sometimes that happens quite a bit. It can be the day before. You're aware that even when you think, oh, what am I doing tomorrow? Oh yeah, I'm doing a reading for so and so. The minute you've said that, information may start to come in. Like I said, that image, maybe a name, a place. But remember it, write it down if you want, and start the ball rolling. Okay, because like I said, the energy will step in and start to work with you. It'll just help you settle yourself down, really. Yeah, so basically that's it. Okay, so enjoy doing your work as a medium. Okay, enjoy it, relax with it, and trust spirit, because they will work with you. If you've done enough of that sitting in the power, if you've built that relationship already, your helpers are there, they will help you, they will guide in the energies for you. If it's not that strong, if you're struggling, ask. Okay, don't sit there and struggle, just send the thought out, I'm not hearing this very well, I'm not picking you up very well, can you, to your helpers, just say, please bring them in a bit closer for me. Okay, would you help them? And it will happen. If you don't ask, it will not happen. You will sit there and you will struggle. You need that line of communication open with your helpers. Sometimes it's not necessary. You know, the energy is strong enough, it's close enough, and you will pick up quite clearly. It's not always necessary. But if, like I said, don't sit there and struggle. Communicate, work with your helpers, and just say, please draw them in a bit closer to me. I'm struggling sensing what they're trying to say. I'm struggling with what they're trying to show me. So don't sit and struggle, just ask for help. So that's it, really. Just a quick video of how I experience doing my one-to-one readings, and hope you enjoyed it. Please like and please subscribe, because that really helps me. Pop over to Patreon as well. Look up, I'll put a link in the description. Look up You, Me and Mediumship, because that's where I teach. That's where I guide people who have an interest in mediumship. There's some different sections on there for beginners and people that are a little bit more advanced. So you can pop over to that. Spaces are filling up quite quickly, and like I said, I've got limited time. So please pop over, and if you're interested, get yourself booked in, and it'll be great working with you. So take care and have a lovely evening, and like I said, enjoy your mediumship and do plenty of that sitting in the power. Build that relationship and you won't struggle. Just trust. Take care. I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye.